Alright peeps, welcome back to Upaheight. I'm just chilling here on the top floor of the Constellation Apartments, taking in this wonderful view of the city. And if we quickly leap off our balcony onto the mountain top, we're going to have a little approach of the new side of the Moontain Toon V2. Look at that majestic road layout there. That was all barren mountain before last episode. Now in this episode we're going to be making some major changes to the Moontain Toons, as well as doing a bit of flood prevention on our river here. Now in preparation for that flood prevention, we're gonna bulldoze this downstream dam here. Get bulldozed! Look at that water level difference already. And that's not all. If we're going into the water tool here, go on to river border source, right click to remove that completely. Now that does temporarily create a little oasis around the entire map here. Now I can't imagine it must be fun for this little car here driving straight into this wall of water. What we're going to do is we're going to plop the water source back down. That'll probably be about the same level as it is now. Aye. And we're going to switch the tool to elevation change. And we're going to bring the elevation as low as possible. I think that 3.3 meters there is as low as I'm going to get it. So now all of the water that we have in this river here should flow out. You can already see it starting to pish out there now. You got the old water level there, the new water level. And it's just going to absolutely rinse its way through this entire river system here. Look at that already. It hasn't even been that long and we've already dropped the level plenty. We no longer need these extra power pylons here. And while this water drains, let's make these changes up to Upaheight. And you can probably already see some of the things I completely forgot to do in the last episode. Let's start with a bit of public transport here. We'll get my bus stops out. Sheltered bus stops, of course. And we'll do this lower new estate for now. I want to have a bus stop here, and then a bus stop at the top here. What is going on here? We've got the spike. Oh, the spike. Let's use Move It Mod to quickly sort that out. There we go. Well, look, a bit better now there. The road is a bit wavy, but that's part of the joys. So you're here walking the dog, you can go up and then back down again. It'll be an absolutely glorious walk. I'll tell you what, even without the hoses, this is lovely like. Look at Upaheight doing there. It's an absolute dream city to live in. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. I think they're the only two bus stops I'm going to pop over here. We'll move to the upper estate, which is a tad larger. I want to pop a bus stop on this little connection here, because that's a long cliff view that all the way down to the end. And then I want to pop a bus stop about halfway here. That'll do. And that should service this whole little area down here. Now if we get into our lines, I'm going to be making some changes. You can see we have a line crossover here, where the mid route does a U-E and guns back, and the top route starts and guns up the top. This top estate is going to be part of the top bus route. So let's grab that, interrupt the stop. We'll have it stop at the bus stop there. And I have a feeling if I connect this up, it's going to have to go all the way around, yeah, just to get back. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add the bus stop in. And then I'm going to connect a little connecting road for public transport here. And you know what? It only needs to be one way as well. Connect onto the Roondaboot, come out, gan up, and connect onto that Roondaboot there. And there's a little public transport lane. And if we bring up our transportation view, can we see that the line uses the new connection? Why don't you use the new connection, mate? Let's remove that stop. Let's move this stop onto the correct side of the road if we can. Correct side of the road. Does it for a second. And then let's just see if we can drag this across now and it'll go properly around. Why aren't you using the public transport lane, mate? It's a proper little shortcut there for you. You know what? I don't care. The buses can go the long way around. We'll let us intercept the mid-line. We'll intercept it here, connected into this wee bus stop in the middle here. And then I want to intercept it again, just on this side. And this is when we're going to bring it up to our second bus stop up here. We're gone. And again, those routes are dodgy as. It is what it is. I'm not bothered. I'm just going to leave it. You know, we could do with a bus stop up here though. I will say that. So let's grab this line. Get it to stop here. Oh, and that bus route actually went through properly. It didn't decide to loop back indeed again. Whatever. I gave up with these bloody buses. Right. Now the next thing I want to start looking at is a bit of services over here. Because this new area, the Moontain Toon, it's relying on the old services over here. And as much as we have the damn road for everything that could go across, I just don't believe it's enough. So I want to place my services around this area here. Stay nice and central with it. But I want to try and find places that don't have any zoning. Like over here. Can I do a little sneaky job in here somewhere? Maybe bring a path out. Ooh, I can bring a road out. Oh, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Let's connect in like this. Do a little schnecker boot. A little something like that. And then let's look at getting some services in. So healthcare. Oh, we have the new ones as well. Small medical clinic. hospital. Let's pop a medical clinic down there. Do we have any new fire hoses? Why, aye, with the urban fire hose. Will that fit nicely on the side? Ooh, it will, it will. What about the police? What's the new one there? Ooh, we've got a small police station. And we've got the urban police station. Now, I'm always upgrading for more police cars, so I may as well get the urban one. And that is a bit bigger. It would overlap some of the zoning there. So I'm going to pop the urban police station right here. And then get the urban fire hose. Ooh, I could pop the urban fire hose there. What are the upgrades for this? Ambulance depot is part of it. And then we can have an extra patient wing, which will pop on that side of it. Oh, that's right. You can do upgrades around this little area here now. That is nice. That is an awesome update. Like, not having to be locked to the actual building and being able to put these upgrades anywhere around in the vicinity. And in particular, with Anarchy, I could pop them over here and it would still be the same building. But no, we've popped the ambulances on there. Let's get the urban fire hose in like that. And there's no upgrades on that. Are there any upgrades on the police station? There is. A helipad! Why, aye, we're gonna get a helipad on that bad lad. Oh, what a beaut. And it looks like our friend, the medical clinic, needs some help from the Move It mod. There we are. You should be a bit happier now. Aye. Need more whinging. I'll tell you what, let's just squeeze some row hoses in here, wherever we can. Well, whenever we demand recovers for it anyway. Now I completely forgot. As usual, education. We're loving this urban elementary school. Oh, it is a bit big to go on there, which is fine, which is fine. I think if we squeeze the urban elementary school, deed close to the police station there, and then we get the urban high school out, and that, yes, that should fit very nicely along the end there, like that. Beautiful. And you know what, this is definitely going to be a high density area. On Barlow Street here, it's definitely going to be as high density as it comes. You know what, I think we have small offices. We do. I was going to say, I don't know if we have 2x2, like, high density residential buildings or not, but I do know we have 2x2 offices, so we'll get those in. Alright, well, let's do all the upgrades for the schools, because they're gonna need it. Everybody loved that. Now, I am still forgetting. I always do it. Ooh, I could do a small post office. Like, no, this is a full-on city. It needs to be a proper post office. Can it bloody fit it? If I schneck the road around a bit, I'll be able to fit it. Let's do a little bit of a road extension, shall we? That should do very nicely. Can I get a post office in on the back here? That I can. That I can. Oh, of course you're going to whinge. That's alright. That's what Move It mod's for, mate. I'll get you rotated. You'll be happy as Larry. Actually, it's a good thing I remembered about that, because I don't think there's any mailboxes in this new area. Nope, not a single mailbox. But, thankfully, we only have to really put one or two on. So we'll put one there. Does that reach all the way down to the end? See, I told you this was a really long road. We're going to have one halfway doing the big long cliffside road there. Gonna get a central couple of mailboxes here. Happy days. Anyone else is red? Anyone else is red. Perfect. Ooh, we know what we could do with some parks. And there's new parks, isn't there? You've got the tiny city park. I know this one looks bloody cool, like. Oh, the snow's here. I've just been blinded. Sorry, everyone's retinas. That happened to me as well. Whoo. Whoo, okay. So we've got some parks here. Yeah, this is just a wee park. It's a nice one. What about the large parks? Passage Park is a new one, like. How big's that? Oh, it's a big one. Do I have anything that just so happens to be that wide? Ooh, up here. But there's not really any need for a passage up there. What about down here? Ooh, it could fit very nicely here. Let's have a look. We'll turn snapping off and we'll get it so it's nice and happy in here. It is a tiny bit too small, like, unfortunately. What about this upper end? Do we have anywhere we could fit one of these little parks in? Ooh, I might be able to do a little connection up here. Because this looks like a decent little length when it stops wiggling about. And this looks like a decent little length as well. Oh, and that looks like a decent little length. Right, one there. We're going to have to turn snapping off for this one. One there, and one there. Oh, I want to see if I can connect them all up now. Right, we can definitely connect that one there. Ooh, we could connect in here where we had that little public transport path for a while. I'll take that. And over here, we'll have to go all the way up here for it to reach. So what I'm thinking, this needs to be on the road. So I'll connect it in here, facing up a bit like that. And then we'll go to the small park. We'll go to this tiny city park. And will it fit? Ah, it's just a little bit too big. No. What other parks do we have? The small park? Ooh, the small park's canny. Let's have a look at that. Pop that in there like that. And it all connected in together. So now we have a ring of parks connecting this little bottom bit. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Surely there's something we can do here. Can I connect 2 of these tiny little parks together, and will that, like, bridge the gap? It does look like it could bridge the gap there, like. Let's pop one there, and I'll just pop some paths in and extend the... Oh no, that's right. There's no need having these right up at the top. So, doing the bottom, what can we do with the parks? What is this? Hedge park. Oh my lord. This is a fancy pants park, this one. Oh, and I can connect these 2 together. Yes, get plopped there, mate. What do you mean need pedestrian access? You've got plenty of pedestrian access, mate. Let's bulldoze this road, see if it helps, and then we'll just redraw it in. There we're gone. We're not freaking out anymore? Nah, we're looking good. We're looking good. And I might send this other path up on the mountain somewhere, but not for now, not for now. I'm still in a block-pacing mood. The multi-purpose park. Bloody hell, what's this? It's a big one, I tell you that for now. Ooh, I wonder. Turn snapping off so it doesn't freak out. I wonder if I could pop it up the side there and just send a road coming off Robin Street. No, I'll save the multi-purpose park for somewhere else. Any of these big boys? Adult gym small, skate park's big. Skate park's the biggest. And it looks like we have a fence around it, so no connecting paths. Ooh, the ring park. That's not a bad size either. You know what, will that fit up here where I've got no zoning? It will, it will. Let's rotate that so it's happy and connected somewhere. Oh, just like that. And then we have a nice little park up the top. I might want to connect some paths onto it though, so people can actually get to it. Well, I was going to say a little something like that, and then I noticed the state of this path. Get that nonsense deleted. There we go, it's looking a lot better now. We've got a fancy little snowy park. Oh, look at the state of that cliff. We need to sort that out. Alright, we've got less of a sheer cliff edge going on there now. Right, now I don't think there's anything else I'm forgetting up in this new Moontain Toon estate. What's this? What are you whinging about, mate? Get moved. And then be happy. Oh, actually, let me check on the parking. We're full here, and full here. Okay, so we need to get more parking. And I think I'm going to use more of these automated parking buildings. Mainly because I can start covering up these floating cars here. Because as fun as the floating cars are, that's all I've got. They're fun, and I might want to add more in the future. So I'm going to bulldoze that underground car park, bulldoze this underground car park. I'm going to send a 2-lane road from the middle, 90 degrees out, about 200 meters here. And I seem to have messed up the connections here. Let's quickly fix that. You can connect to both, don't worry about it. And then ye need dodgy turns. And if you're in the left lane, you're gunning into this little system here. And along this road here, we're going to be plopping... I thought I enabled that option. Okay, apparently that was unticked again. So now, yes, I should be able to build plenty more of these. Let's do 1, 2, 3, and 4. Actually, no, I don't want these parking buildings on this side because they've got... Both of these were the wrong way around, weren't they? Let me place these again. They are the wrong way around. I guess I have to do some sort of backwards one-way system here. I'll just use the move up mod to move these out of the way so I know which way they're coming in. So if we get a one-way one-laner, and I'm still going to have to come off first. Right, let's turn parallel roads on, the minimum amount of space. Let's one-way roader down here, a little something like that. And then I'd say, what do we have to work with? So we just need them on the other sides. Right. I think I might have an idea. If we grab this automated parking building, rotate it so the road's on the outside. You want the back of the building to be, I think, about halfway over this block here. I think that's about halfway. And then we're going to do the same with these other three. And I think if we downgrade this to one lane, and we use move up mod to page these up until it's happy and it's no longer clipping through. There we go. No more hedges in the path. Do we have hedges in the path over here? We do. Let's page up until we get the same big leap. There it is, the big leap. That'll do. Now all we need to do is draw a road in here. That'll have these two happy. The road has to be on the surface, doesn't it? It's landscaping time. Alright, so now that I've created a smooth as I can get it hill here, now let's look at connecting it up with a road that's not 50 meters underground. Now does that work there? It certainly does. I only had to go up 7.5 meters, so I think we'll be fine here. Actually, you know what I might do? Make my life a little bit easier. Come in here, move this, and rotate it a little something like that. Well, it looks like we've got a bit of a motorway in the way for the time being. What we're going to have to do with that is delete it. You know what, let's get our roads in and then we'll worry about that. I've got another bit of bloody motorway to bother about. Myrtle Highway, get deleted. Right, now that we got the roads in, we just need to connect them. I'll connect these highways back together first. There's one done. There's the second one done. I can live with that. For now, anyway. For now. And then, sorry, what is your problem, my friend? Do you just need moved a little bit? Where are you, D? Happy days. Right, now, let's get this bloody stuff connected together. Oh, I think that looks canny. It does indeed. Now, I think for this one, I'm going to leave the snapping on so I can get a tidy little continuous curvy number. A bit like that. And then for this one, we're just going to come around and connect in like a noughter matter. The motorway is right in front of it. Quite literally right in front of it. But obviously that's not going to do. But if we do it to minus 50 meters here, we might be able to pull off a little sneaky gun underneath both of these and then connect in like that. And I think that's fine. It says overlapping, but I don't believe it. Connect in like that. Oh, it's broke it. It's broke it. And how is the collision here? You see, we're not actually intercepting with it. It's all fine. There's no issues with the Prospect Highway. Alright, so let's snap onto here. Yeah, we're definitely snapped on. And we just want to try and connect Toon into here, which is going to be more difficult than it looks. No, there we go. We're connected in. Happy days. Now we just need to do this bad lad. And I think I'm going to do it the same way, which means doing it backwards for now and then reversing it. Come with 180 degrees. Get underneath both of these motorways and connect in a little something like that. Oh, you didn't connect in, did you? You absolute numpty. You know what, let's just see if we can do it properly. Are we connected in there? Is there anywhere here where it's actually 50 meters underground? There we go. So now, let's come up to 0 meters. We'll try and avoid everybody and everything. And honestly, I can't say if I'm avoiding this little interway here because it's just the way it's connecting. So I'm just going to say we're not avoiding it. We turn on anarchy, connect in like that. And then if we have a look, yeah, we're slipping right underneath it. Not a problem in the slightest. The only problem I do have, genuinely, is this big, massive thing here. Let's quickly dive underground. So if we connect onto the end, we'll just do a straight tool to keep it simple. We'll come out, and I think 11 degrees is just fine. Now all we need to do is switch back and connect onto here somewhere, hopefully. Oh, I can't grab this bit of motorway. It's always an issue. Let's connect you in there. Upgrade you to be that way round, and then I'm happy with that. I will deal with that. Let's resume the game. Make sure we get our parking up to 42 on all of these. And then all our new citizens that are going to move in up here will have plenty of places to park. Now before I forget, we're going to adjust the district ever so slightly. So if we remove these little corners from the Moontain Toon V2, and the Moontain Toon district does still exist, doesn't it? Moontain Toon? Where's the Moontain Toon district? Okay, I'm deleting the Moontain Toon district because it doesn't exist anymore. So we've set up the Moontain Toon district. Now all we need to do is actually set the boundaries again. We'll snap into these boundaries. We're going to come halfway across the dam and then straight up to the edge of the map. And then we're going to create a whole new district called Moontain City. There we go. We've got Moontain City and Moontain Toon. And what that lets me do is go into these newly placed utilities here and select, say, this urban elementary school to only operate in the Moontain City. And I'm going to do that for all of these bad lads here. And of course, quickly reset all of these to only operate in the Moontain Toon. Actually, while I'm at doing operating districts, we built loads of schools in the last episode. And I was going on about, look, there's citizens from all the way over Propa Upagheight and Roondaboot Toon coming to Upaheight for a bit of schooling. No longer. Select operating districts, just Upaheight. So all of yees that are in different districts, you're going to have to get served by your own schools. There are a few exceptions to that though, and I'll get to them when we come to it. So these high schools here, they're going to operate Propa Upagheight and Roondaboot Toon, because Roondaboot Toon doesn't have any high schools of their own. Upaheight has dedicated high schools. It's the same with the college as well. Hang on, why are you still here? I rezoned all of this to be high density, my friends. Get gone if you're low density. You're not welcome here. It's as simple as that. Now I did realise that I went on a whole schooling mission last episode and didn't put any schools over here. So let's quickly rectify that. Plop a little urban elementary school here with all the upgrades and only operating in Propa Upagheight. And then if you remember, in the last episode, we popped our urban high school directly across the street from our high school, so we didn't have to worry about that. Well, this is full, so we might have to worry about that, but not this episode. Not this episode. We've got enough to worry about, like the B&E power and water here, of course, because I used really highways to connect these so they didn't have any connections. Let's make my own connections. Right, that should be sorted now. These little warnings should disappear, and we'll get plenty of cars in there. Tell you what, let's quickly smooth this out a bit. There we go, it's not looking half bad now. And we still have a couple of floating cars, but most of the floating cars have went back inside the automated parking building. Which if you haven't been inside, join me, have a look. It's quite interesting, look. You've got all the cars. You know what, let me bring the focal length down. Look at that, you've got all the cars stacked up in the middle here. You can even sit and pretend you've ridden your bike up the top if you want. And you can whoosh, Fast and Furious moment! It's alright, we're landed on the ground and we're just cruising along next to this bridge here. Look at this lovely little bridge. It's got scenic views for days on it. Anywho, I believe that's everything that needed to be done up in the Moontain City. It's not the Moontain Toon anymore, the Moontain City. Well, actually, I think there's one thing. I don't think we have a high school over here. So, if we go back over to the Moontain City, we select this high school, go select operating districts, click Moontain Toon, and now we have some high school education going on in Moontain Toon as well. I'm just double checking there, yeah, I did. So what we need to do is pop a collage up in the Moontain Toon. I think the Moontain Toon should have a little collage of its own, since the Moontain City has the high school. And the services area is over here, but I wonder, see we have the college just on the edge there? Just a quick plop. And that doesn't even look too bad. Completely stock. Let's do a bit of landscaping. I'm not leaving myself much room here, I must admit. Let's get the Moontain Toon's designated path. I just realised I called it a path and it's not, it's a road, but it's supposed to be a path, so I guess that's why I call it a path. That looks good, because then we can get a continuous curve, come with 180 degrees and do a tidy little 90 degree iron here. Tidy little 90 degree. Come on, you said I was lined up. You know what, that'll do. It's a tidy-ish little 90 degree. Now if we select the operating districts for this college, we've got Moontain Toon and Moontain City. I think we may as well plop the library on as well. Oh, and we can pop it anywhere as well. We could have a sunken library. Give me day after tomorrow vibes now. But no, I think realistically, we'll just pop it on the side, and that is fine. Now we get our little schmoove and brush out. We do a little bit of a schmoove. We do a little bit more landscaping. And then we do a little bit of a schmoove. There we're gone. We've got the Moontain College on the gun. Highly educated Sims everywhere. In case you knew, we have a uni district, the technical university and the medical university, which I'm not restricting to any sort of districts, which you can't anyway, but I'm not anyway, so anyway, let's carry on with the second part of this video, which is flood prevention. For this big mega dam here that we have splitting our valley, and it's almost full. We've only got a little bit left until it's ready to flow, despite the fact it looks like it's already flowing. But there's one thing that's been annoying me in particular about this dam. It's that the spillway in the middle there is nowhere near the actual riverbed. So let's sort that out. Let's say we right click the riverbed. This is where the spillway is. So I'm going to click here. Bring it around so it's somewhat natural. I know we're cutting into the mountain. I know. There we go, we're connected in. And I feel like I want to do something like that on this side as well, just to sort of even it out just a bit. And you know what? I'm going to keep a little island, just so we can all remember that there was land there. Alright, I don't think that looks too bad for the little extension I did there. I don't think it looks too bad at all. Now the rest of the flood plans are probably going to get a bit hectic, but bear with me. It should all look good by the time we're done. Actually, speaking of, because you can see the river is absolutely whooshing down here, let's quickly check on our water level. So our water level used to be precisely exactly along this edge here. So we've already dropped a fair dinkum amount. Oh, look at it, it's nearly running dry. We're barely even getting a trickle out of here. Actually, I'm going to come back to that, give me a sec. But if we come down to where the river ends, it's gone and down to probably about 3 and a bit metres, where it was supposed to be, which is fine with me. Look at the size of this canyon where the dam used to be, man. The dam used to just come plop straight across there. You can even see me little sewage and water pipes that I tried my best not to do that with actually poking out. It's just such a huge dune, you know? The bottom of the valley here. But regarding this stream here, it needs beefed up a little bit. Because look, it's barely even flowing. Like that, there's patches where it's like looks dry and everything. So if we have a look at the water source that I plopped in here, it has an original flow of 3 and a radius of 10. So let's go radius 100 and flow 30. Right click to remove that bad lad, and then left click to place that bad lad. And I would like to get the level of it a bit better, like.
I want the level to be like there. Nope, not there. I want the level to be like there. I want the level to be like there.
That'll do. And then we'll see how that corrects on. If nothing else, we should have more water flow coming down here. Should look tasty. Now the next step the city's taken in a bit of flood prevention is by deepening the river. But we've got to be careful when we deepen the river because of all of these underground systems. We've got an underground rail network here. Rail and road here. rail and road here. We've got some power lines, we've got water pipes, we've got lots and lots of connections going underneath this river. So we're going to have to be careful not to cause little dams along the river with these little pipelines and whatnots. What my plan is to avoid that, going into underground view, and then coming out of it, fresh into the landscaping tools. I'm going to shift the terrain down until I can see the tunnel there. You can see it. And then I'm going to right click the tunnel with the level terrain tool and level the terrain over the tunnel like that. I'm actually going to pick one of the higher points of the tunnel. There we go. So I know that this is the level for this little area here. We cannot go deeper than that. And to be fair, that's already a little bit deeper than it was. So where's our next underground? We have two here. We've got a railway and an emergency way. So let's sink Toon for that. Get the level of the top one. And bring the land back up around it. There we go. Above the A-way there. I know that's as low as I can go. Continue downstream. We've got a little A-way connection here. Is that an open road or something? So let us dig Toon. The A-way is already... It cans through the... That's neat. Got that like. Gonna have to sort that out. Delete that bit of the A-way, connect in a little something like that, and then connect it up like that, and it done another little tunnel. Stop doing the open thing tunnel. You know what? I don't even care. It doesn't stop it from working. I don't even care. Oh, it's probably made a bridge, hasn't it? Okay, that is completely my fault in this instance. Let me cover this up here real quick. Right, so now have you created... You have, haven't you? You have, look at that. It's created a tunnel. I mean, a tunnel's what I want, but you know what I mean. It's created an open top tunnel. Well, regardless, that's the level you're getting for this little area here. Next we have a rail line, and I'm just going to rinse and repeat this and check back with you once it's all done. Alright, I've got all my little depth markers on the river. What my plan is, you see, we'll do the first one here. If I right click there, that level with the slope terrain, and then I slope all the way up. Oh no, hang on, backwards. So if I right click this level up at the dam, and then left click from here, we should be able to do a nice lovely smooth gradient all the way up the river. And I should be able to go back down this side as well and just create both ways there, lovely. And then the second one, it's a lot easier to understand. So I right click this upper level, I start at the lower level, and we just go all the way across holding down left click, and that should do a nice little gradient down to there. The only tricky bit is you need to hold down left click for the entire thing. If you let go of left click, you'll lose your gradient. But as long as you hold down left click, you get to keep your gradient like no tomorrow. So once again, I'm going to crack on D'ing this, and I'll catch you when I'm all done with a brand new deep ass river. Alright, well that's the river deepened. You can see we follow a mostly smooth line all the way down to the bottom of the map here. And you can see where I've had to deepen it out. It's looking more and more like a canyon as I can. But I will be smoothing it out. That's my next job. Again up this entire river and give it a bit of a smooth job. And there we go. We've got a nice smooth valley now. There's a few little bits I want to touch up on. Like this one here. Maybe just give it a bit more of an exit in. Well, aye, that looks a lot better. And then once the water actually starts flowing over, it'll look even better. Actually, this whole river looks much better now that I've upped that water source. Look, it's a solid stream now coming from the top. Absolute beauty. And it's even got a bit of a stream gun here. Now, let me help you stream out a little bit. There we go, and the stream looks a lot nicer now. It's had a little bit of a help to come out. Now, these properties here are supposed to be cliffside / waterfront properties, so I'm not too worried about them. And as well, the water level will rise a little bit. Hopefully just a little bit though, because we don't have much to play with doing, especially at this bit of the city here in the Roondaboot Toon. Over here, I want to do... Actually, do I just want to do a key? Yeah, I'll do a key here. And there again, we've got the key wall, apart from that one bit, which is annoying us, but not enough to do anything about. The next bit we need to fix is the pollution station over here. Even that looks slightly more natural. Once I get this little corner out, and then do that. And then that, and then that's it. Go away, don't stop looking at it, stop looking at it. And it's smoothing this little rail station out a bit. There we go, I think that looks a little bit more natural now, if not else. Now I'm thinking about doing some flood barriers around here, just to prevent, you know, Propa Upagheight here from getting flooded. And as well, we've got the uni and factory district over here. We didn't want switch on to get bloody ruined, you know? We certainly didn't want the post-sorting facility to get ruined. What they it's actually doing things. Okay, yep, we need more sorting facility, so this will be, yep, I'll have that. That'll increase the sorting speed. And there we are, we're now keeping up with the mail sorting in our city. How are we doing with garbage as well? Ooh, we're getting pretty close to filling up, like. I wouldn't mind popping another one of these on, particularly because we can now pop it anywhere. I fancy maybe popping it just there. And then we've got a little more processing speed. A little bit more hour ahead there, you know. Oh, now how are we doing in this mess of a place? Traffic gone? This is usually like really chock-a-block traffic, like this entire 6-lane road here, all of it is usually just full of trucks trying to get into the bloody cargo train terminal here. It doesn't help that we've got up to 250 vehicles flying out of the industrial waste processing site at any moment either. And you know what, we got this recycling centre here, right, that doesn't have any operating districts. So let's get this recycling centre to do Upaheight and Roondaboot Toon. And I can do that now that we have this fancy arch bridge in place. And then if we go to our second recycling centre, which I think is around about here. There it is, yep, right next to the Garbos. And we do operating districts here of Propa Upagheight, Moontain City, and Moontain Toon. And then we're just separating our traffic a little bit. Essentially, we shouldn't have any of those recycling centre trucks crossing these 3 bridges here, which will hopefully help with traffic in that once it exists. But what's going on here? We've got some problems with this, have we? Do you just need a bit of a move it? A bit of a how you gone? Ah, spot on. All of what happened here. Oh no, what happened to the zoning? I think the zoning just like disappeared for no apparent reason whatsoever. Is this industrial here, is it? Yeah, it's industrial, okay. So if I put those squares back on, we should be fine. And what's your problem, mate? We need to put these squares back on as well. There we go, now you're happy. You know what I might do in this crematorium? Add another little bloody you know what? Turn snapping off. Rotate it, because I want to have it just on the Roondaboot like that. I love that. That is one of my favourite little features. Yeah, we got issues over here as well. We need a bit of a move it action. There we go. Now everyone's happy. And can I squeeze another little garage in here as well? Or has it been a bit too cheeky? It's been a bit too cheeky. Oh my... Oh. Why did I have to see this? I hate this. Dodgy mergers just annoy the living shit out of me, honestly. It annoys me that much that I'm not even going to talk about it. I'm just going to continue on and see how we're doing with parking up here. I'm not even full. We can leave these switched off. How are buses doing? 63 out of 65 and 49 out of 65. Perfect. Now I've been thinking, right? Don't think I need a bus station. Like, at all. You see, look, it's got all of these stops and I'm not using any of them. I don't think it's necessary. So let me bulldoze this. See if the buses complain at all. Oh my lord, look at that bloodies. Oh, you alright there, pet? Sorry that you're just being made redundant, but just make sure you levitate over to the road and there'll be a bus to take you home. We'll fill in this little bit of terrain here. That's the terrain sorted. Because I don't particularly see the point of having 2 bus depots when I could just have 1 and plop as many garages as I want on. So let's quickly pause the game. Yes, pause you. Yes, delete you. I'm going to get the bus depot out. It's going to go right there. I'm going to use the move it mod to shift this little station out ever so slightly. And then connect it up with obligatory gravel road, of course. And now what I can do, of course, upgrade the Lecky buses to begin with. But I can put these garages anywhere I want. So we'll start off by attaching them to the actual building itself. And then we're going to move across the road here. And I think that's as many buses as we had before. Maybe not, but it might be. If I unpause the game, let's see if we max out on our vehicles. Actually, let's see if I need to redo all of these lines or something daft like that. Now we're looking good. It looks like that isn't enough garages, so let's add 2 more on at the end. Just like that. That might be cheeky and get the move it mod to bring High Street up to the end there. I've just done the maths and I think I need 102 buses. So 105 buses should be just fine. And can I do a Control Z over here? Thank you very much, Lee. And that's High Street back where it belongs. I tell you what, why don't we park ours on this hill here and just watch the buses come out, cross the dam. Maybe we'll see some development in the Moontain City, but what we will see is a little bit of water rising in the reservoir. And hopefully it rises enough to power this hydroelectric dam in the next episode or 2. And we can see if our flood prevention was enough or not. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. It's been a nice chill, sorting things out, enjoying a bit more of this detail as patch, which I am loving. I am absolutely loving. And I'm also hoping that some of these corpses have been horsed away before the next episode as well. And I'm gonna go ahead and catch yous next week, peeps. See ya!